Well, hello again, everyone. It's your man, Cowboy Star. That's right. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Well, we got lots of news this morning about the Dallas Cowboys and what we're going to do to counteract all these injuries. Uh, I don't know if you know it, but Tank Lawrence has had his surgery and says he'll be back ready for war. Yeah, we'll see about that, Tank. Ever since you got paid, you hadn't had but a handful of sacks. And things just, it's awful funny. Whenever you were in a contract year, you went off. You had like 14 sacks, I believe it was. So, remains to be seen on Tank Lawrence, what he's going to do when he gets back. Greg Zerline was had a little press conference and said that today he feels worse than anybody about the missed kicks last week against the Bucks. Now just go make an extra point, Greg, okay? You got one job that you get paid for, and that's to make kicks. What did you do? You missed an extra point, and you missed two field goals that would have won the game. That's all. It just would have won the game for us, okay? Or it would have made it a lot harder if the Bucks would have had to go all the way down the field and score a touchdown instead of just go down a few yards and kick a field goal. So just remember that, Greg the leg. You're supposed to be such a powerful kicker. Let's see what you got. Now the Cowboys did put, as I said in the last video, the kicker. I can't pronounce his name. He's got a real weird name, but anyway, he's on the practice squad. I don't know if they're going to put him on the 53 this week, but we do have somebody waiting in case Zerline messes up in this game. We'll probably put the other kicker in the following game. But news has come out that there was pass interference. The NFL admits that they messed up on the call on that game-winning catch that the receiver for the Bucks made against our defensive back that looked like a push-off to everybody in the stadium except the referees. It's awful funny. The Cowboys don't ever get any of those calls. It always goes against us. And then they say, oh, well, we admit we made a mistake. Well, thanks a lot. You cost us a game, okay? But anyway, that's here and there. Chauncey Golston, our rookie nose tackle, he was a full participant in practice, so he's back for this game. So I'm looking forward to that. We do have some more updates on injured players. Diamante KZ, he's going to be questionable for this game, and the word has just come out that Donovan Wilson will be out for this game with a groin. Uh, he did not practice at all, and that means Hooker finally gets his chance to start. So Hooker's going to be starting at safety for the Cowboys this week. Nashawn Wright is back in practice, and Randy Gregory will be out with the COVID. Uh, Now the Chargers have a few players that are out too. Brian Bulaga, who they picked up from the Packers this last year, he's going to be out with a back injury. Derwin James, though, safety, he was out with a toe injury, but he was a full participant in practice. And Tristan Vizcaino, their kicker, he was sick, but he was limited. But he'll probably be there at the game. Well, it looks like we're not interested in picking up a defensive edge rusher right now since the Tank Lawrence injury. There's Olivier Vernon out there, and we have the money. I don't know why they're not interested in picking him up, but I think that could change. Let's just go to LA and do like we did last week and not sniff a sack on Herbert, and all that could change in 1 week because I don't think they're going to let that go another week without even putting a hand on the quarterback. Uh, I got a feeling we'll be revisiting that if that happens. And Dak spoke out to the media and he says that it's tough losing Tank, But for the guys that are filling in for him, that gives them an opportunity to get experience for later in the year. Uh, he says Terrence Steele, who will be replacing Lyle Collins this week, has gotten better, and that they have confidence in him. Dak didn't expect to be rusty against the Bucks either. He came out and said they asked him, "Did you think you were going to be rusty in the game?" He goes, "No." He goes, "I did not expect to be rusty." He says, "Because I put in a lot of work, and he was ready for that game, and it showed." Cedric Wilson, who's going to be filling in for Michael Gallup, who is out with that ankle injury. Well, once he used to be a quarterback, and Dak is really high on him, and he said he's always well prepared, and so Dak was getting MRIs every 2 weeks just to be safe on his back injury, but he said that was only before the season started, and they're not going to be doing any more MRIs on him. So, Dak's a tough cookie. We just got to keep him upright, and we got to block for Zeke. What my keys to the game are in this game is kind of like a broken record. We need to. It's similar to the last game. We need to put pressure on Herbert, and we can't just let him stand in the pocket and pick us apart because he's a good little quarterback, even though he is in his second year. Herbert can throw the ball. He's a big, strong, tall guy, and he can get in there. If you give him too much time, he can pick you apart. He's not like Tom Brady, but he's getting there. He's really got the tools that he needs to be a great quarterback. And we also have to open some holes today for Zeke Elliott. We got to get Zeke going. If we can run the ball and we can get to a little bit pressure on Herbert and we can control the time of possession, I think we got a real chance to win this game. But hopefully our defensive backs will show up today and we can get some pressure on him. Now we do have Ty Nsekhe, was supposed to be our backup tackle, but he was rushed to the hospital with a heat-related incident. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but he's okay. He's out of the hospital, but we're going to go with Steele as starter and Brandon Knight as the backup tackle. Lots of things going on with personnel this time of year because, we don't, a lot of the players didn't play in preseason, and they have the limited schedule in practice where they can only wear pads 1 or 2 days a week. To me, that's why all these injuries occur, because they're not getting enough playing time in practice. And, if they had more playing time in practice, all these injuries probably wouldn't be occurring because they'd be in 100% better shape than these players are. But that's the NFL, the good old boy syndrome. The way they do in the when they make all these negotiations for the CBA. That was put in there, so you can't blame nobody but the owners for letting that happen. So the Cowboys will be playing the LA Chargers today. It'll start at 3:30. I think it's on CBS. I believe Tony Romo and Jim Nantz have the call on that one. So if you're a Cowboy fan, be sure you turn into the game. We need a win in the worst way. And I'm still wearing these glasses. I'm going to wear them until we play like I know we can, or until we get a win, one of the two. But I kind of like the old glasses. I think I might keep them on all the time, but I'll take them off at least for one video once we win a game, if we ever do. I think we will. I have the confidence in Dak, and I think our defense, who knows? All these changes that we're making with Tank gone and putting in new schemes. The other note that just came down is Michael Parsons is going to be playing edge rusher some in this game. He played edge rusher in high school. I don't think he played much of it in college, but he knows what to do. He can play the position. So maybe all these new schemes that Dan Quinn's putting in to get to the quarterback might make us even more effective than when Tank was there. Who knows? Because Tank, he did a couple of good things recently, but he really hasn't stepped up to the plate. and got a lot of sacks for us since he got this new contract. So remains to be seen how it's going to go today. But I just wanted to get in here and remind y'all to be sure and subscribe to the channel. It sure helps out when I get a few more subscriptions. I appreciate all those that have subscribed already. With that being said, let's go Cowboys. Let's win this game. Check y'all next time. I'm out.